I'd like to share a song with you that I wrote years ago. My buddy Jeffrey, the basket maker, and we decided we wanted to go look for land maybe a little bit farther away. Actually, we went farther away because we had been up on a mountain in Montana when Mount St. Helens, that volcano blew, and it wasn't but a few hours after the volcano blew that all that ash dropped down right where we were tree planting. And it didn't take long because we were in the prevailing winds. And we got to thinking, you know, our land in Arkansas, it's only 40 miles from a nuclear power plant. If that nuclear power plant blows, we're going to be goners before we ever get in the truck. So let's get away from a nuclear power plant. Where can we go? So we thought, Newfoundland. That's a big island off the coast, the Canadian coast. And we thought, now that's the place for us. So we got in our truck and we took off to drive to Newfoundland. Well, you have to drive a lot by the ocean to get to where you take a ferry across. And because we spent so much time by the ocean on this adventure, it got me thinking about creatures in the ocean. And of course, one of those creatures that lives under the water are lobsters. Now, you know, lobsters they're part of that class of arthropods. Arthropods are all the animals that have hard outside skeletons and that are segmented bodies. And it's called the phylum. Phylum are broken down into classes. In one class are the crustacea, which make up the lobsters and crayfish. You know, other classes of arthropods are insects, and another class are arachnids. But anyway, on the shore, overlooking the ocean one morning, I got to thinking about those lobsters. And I thought, you know, what do lobsters do? They're just critters. They're roaming around on the bottom of the ocean, minding their own business, looking for something dead to eat. And what do humans do? They go and they get those lobsters and they pull them up and they take them home and they throw them in water, boil them up, and they eat them. And I thought, you know, what about if one of these days the fishermen, when they went out there to bring up those lobster traps, instead of a little lobster, there was a great big lobster waiting for them. Huh. So, I wrote this song. It's called The Fisherman and the Lobster. And it goes like this. 'Twas many a day in grayin' between the Atlantic coast was all fogged in. We sailed our boat to the lobster dens and wished that we had stayed in then. There swam a lobster at 10 foot tall, with 2 large eyes and 2 great claws. She stood there staring down at us. We turned around on a homeward course. The monster she was as big as a house, and there we sat with our luck run out. We hoisted the sails up anyway and kicked our feet to make some waves. The creature she got right on our tail, with claws big enough to clasp a whale. She grabbed onto our fishing line. She must have had revenge in mind. And there I stood on the starboard side, slipping and falling with nowhere to hide. I felt me heart give out a kick and knew me life was ending quick. But just when her claw passed over me, she missed me twice. I was so slippery. I kicked, I hollered, I gave out a shout. Me meat is so poor you'll spit me out. And just like that she let me go, but turned to grab my partner Joe. I told her that he was worse than me. She turned around for the open sea. 'Twas many a day in grayin' between the Atlantic coast was all fogged in. This is the part where I like to share a sing-along song that you can share with me by snapping your fingers. This song is called Walk Outside. I'll share the chorus with you and then I'll sing the verses. But the chorus that you can share with me goes like this. Walk, walk, walk outside, where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. All right, I think you've got it. So I'll share the verses and we can sing the chorus together. From the top, we'll do the chorus. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Walk, walk, walk outside where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. One day we went for a walk. We walked through the high corn stalks. We saw a beaver by the pond. So we walked on and on and on. You sing, walk, walk, walk outside where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. One day we went for a hike. We jumped up onto the dike. We saw a bittern by the shore. She speared a fish and wanted more. Walk, walk, walk outside where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. One day we went for a stroll. We saw the hoof prints of a doe. She was nestling her speckled fawn. So we walked on and on and on. You sing, walk, walk, walk outside where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. One day we skipped along just to sing this silly song. We saw critters everywhere, on the ground and in the air. Hit it! Walk, walk, walk outside where the critters run to hide. They see us and run so fast through the leaves and the tall grass. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, at the close of my sessions with you, with the stories and the songs, we have to, of course, close with a magic trick. And I work very hard on these magic tricks, and magic is like any skill. You have to practice and you have to be diligent and really concentrate. And magic, of course, is really special because it's magic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen me use my magic wand before, except this trick is a little bit different from the last one. This one is I'm going to make my magic stick disappear right before your very eyes. Now please observe, it's a stick. It's hard. You can't just, crunch it down. You've got to make it disappear for real. And before I do that, just to prove that this is magic, please observe, there's no string, there's no wire, no trap doors in the basement, nothing in my hands, nothing up my sleeve, nothing up my pant leg. So now watch, ladies and gentlemen. And you're welcome to use these tricks anytime you like, although you know you have to practice. So, on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, the stick is going to disappear, and you'll never see this again in your entire life. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. magic. What's that in my shirt? Hey, where'd that come from? Well, like I said before, no extra charge for the magic.